Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mindset Monday, episode number 22. Y'all, we all have different battles that we face. We all have, different things that try to come against us and try to keep us from living the best life we're supposed to live. But one of the biggest ones that defeats us most of the time and that keeps us stagnant and causes us to procrastinate and not move forward and live the life we're supposed to live is fear. Y'all, fear. We're going to attack that thing today, man. Fear is defined as a distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, or pain, whether the threat is real or imagined. Now, check that out, man. A distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, pain, etc., whether the threat is real or imagined. So it don't even have to be a real thing. Whether the threat is real or imagined, it means concern or anxiety. It also means something that causes feelings of dread or apprehension. It's a feeling, it's an emotion. But check this out. It also means the anticipation of the possibility that something unpleasant will occur. The anticipation of the possibility that something unpleasant will occur. So it doesn't even have to be real. Based on the definition, fear can be based on our own imagination that something will occur. In my book, on page 9 of my book, The Other Side of Money, Becoming a Person God Can Trust, I quote Les Brown, and I say, quote, "We are only born with two fears, the fear of falling and the fear of a loud noise. All others are learned behaviors," unquote. I go on to say, don't get me wrong. Some fears and limits are healthy and designed to preserve our lives, but others may be detrimental to our true potential as sons and daughters of God. Now, some fears are healthy. I need to be fearful of hanging out of an airplane at 30,000 feet in the air. Something I need to be fearful of. I need to be fearful of trying to run through an intersection or something. I need to be fearful of certain things, but some fears may be detrimental to our true potential as sons and daughters of God. So what I want you to do this week, I want you to really sit down, really take an honest look at your life, right? Really have a meeting with yourself and sit down with the Lord and yourself and have a meeting with yourself and say, listen, man, what am I afraid of? Sit down and take inventory this week to determine what's holding you back. What are you afraid of? Really? And is it real? Is it real? Or is it something that you're just imagining? Is it just, are you just struck by the imagination of the possibility that something might happen? Is it real or is it imagined? I want you to sit down and take that and just take inventory and really determine that, man. Because on the other side of fear, there's a great increase and there's more strength. There's so many things waiting for you on the other side of your fear. I want to show you an example of that found in, first of all, starting in 1 Samuel chapter 22. Talking about David, this is before he became king, but it says, so David departed and escaped to the cave of Adullam. And when his brothers and all his father's house heard it, they went down there to him. In verse 2, it says, everyone in distress or in debt or discontent gathered to him, and he became commander over them. There with him were about 400 men. So David is by himself, and 400 men came to him. He became their leader. Now, fast forward to chapter 23. Starting in verse 1, it says, then they told David, behold, the Philistines were fighting against Keilah and are robbing the threshing floors. So David inquired of the Lord. David went and asked God. He said, shall I go and attack the Philistines? And the Lord said to David, go, smite the Philistines and save Keilah. So David went, in verse 3, it says, David's men said to him, behold, we're afraid here in Judah. How much more than if we come to Keilah against the armies of the Philistines? So they were afraid. They said, look, we're afraid here. How much more if we go out there? Now, was this a real threat? Yeah, could they have lost their lives? Yeah. But what they didn't understand is that God said, go, I will deliver you, right? So this was fear that was holding them back. Now, but look what happened. Then David went back and inquired of the Lord again. And then the Lord gives the remedy for fear right here. Verse 4, David inquired of the Lord again, and the Lord answered him, arise and go. That's it right there, man. Listen, if fear is holding you back, if it's something that's in your mind that's causing you to procrastinate and be fearful, the word for you is go. Go. Do it anyway. Go and do it, man. Go and conquer that thing, man. God said, go down to Keilah, for I will deliver the Philistines into your hand. Verse 5, so David and his men went. He said, go. David and his men went. Now watch what happened. They went to Keilah and fought the Philistines with a great slaughter and brought away their cattle. So David delivered the people of Keilah. They went down. They were fearful. God said, go. They went. And they defeated them and they got their cattle. Now, cattle, that's like money back in those days. That's like money now, right? So there's increase on the other side of your fear, man, whether it's some kind of revenue that's waiting on you over there, whether it's more, more of whatever it may be, more enhanced relationships, better health, all those things on the other side of your fear that fear is trying to keep you from getting to. Now, there's great increase. I told you. Now you see they got increase on the other side of their fear, but also when you skip over to verse 13, you'll see more strength come to them. Verse 13 says, then David and his men, about 600 rose up and left Keilah. So he started off with 400 men. Now they got more strength. Now they got, after overcoming their fear, now they got 600 men. But there's more to that than this. Not only did they get more strength together collectively, but where these other 200 men come from? I want to submit this to you, man. 400 people overcoming their fears. It cost 200 other more people to have the courage to overcome theirs. I'm going to say that again, man. That was 400 men who overcame their fear. And it gave 200 other more people the confidence and the courage to overcome theirs, man. So listen, there's people waiting for me. Look, there's people waiting for you to go. To go, man. Get to the other side of that fear. There's people waiting for you to go so they can have the courage that they need to go as well. I mean, it's not about you. It's not just about you. Listen, there's other people waiting for you to go so that they can have the courage to get up and go as well, man. Look, the Bible says, fear not, 365 times in the Bible. That's one for every day of the year, man. So every day you wake up, you need to fear not. You need to say, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to go today, man. Every day you wake up, from now on, man, go. Go. And I want you to do is I want you to like this video. I want you to share this video. But I want you to type in the comments, I will go. Type, I will go. There's people that need you to go so that they can have the courage that they need to go. And there's also great increase out there waiting for you once you overcome this fear, man. So look, be encouraged. This is Mindset Monday, episode number 22. Fear not. Fear not, man. It's RodrickWaddle. I'll see y'all next week.